Hey, so someone asked me for some advice for grocery shopping for one, and here we are at Whole Foods. I usually take my grandma cart to Whole Foods or grocery stores, no matter what people say, because it always comes in handy. Especially when I'm carrying heavy stuff as a single person, it's not so fun to carry around all those bags home. So I always take this cart with me, and this is what I buy at Whole Foods for my single household. Alright, let me go over a few items. Let's start with the potatoes. I realize whenever I buy a big bag of potatoes, they always sit there and sprout. And last time my whole bag sprouted, so I only buy like 3 at a time. And sometimes even these 3 would sprout because I forget about them. And then I buy protein in bulk. So I have a bunch of ham for breakfast, salmon fillets, and then chicken breast. I'm gonna show you in a little bit how I prep and store these proteins so that it lasts a long time. Also, I told you before, but Whole Foods has a really good selection of plants and they often go on sale, so whenever my palm dies, I buy a new palm, and yeah. So now that we're home, it's time to do some work. I usually set aside 2 chunks of the chicken breast and then freeze the rest. And then I like to cut them into bite size and season them with salt and pepper. Set it aside in a container so that I can easily take it out and then grill them in the morning to pack for lunch. This way, if you season your meat like this, it lasts longer in the fridge, and whenever I run out, I always defrost and then do the same thing over. And here's how I like to store anything thin sliced, like thin sliced beef, pork, or even ham. I cut up some wax paper or parchment paper like this into pieces. And I know this is a lot of work, but this method definitely comes in so handy as a single person. You'll see what I mean. So I section everything into like one portion, maybe 2 or 3 pieces of ham, and put all the parchment paper or wax paper in between, lay them out flat, and then freeze them just like this. So in the morning when I'm cooking breakfast, I always take out 1 serving of ham, and then it's really easy to cook. This is what I mean. I did this for my thin sliced beef, and now I can just take them out, easily defrost it without having to defrost a whole chunk of meat stuck together. So that's it. I hope this was somewhat helpful. I know it seems like a lot of work, so yeah, it is a lot of work, and I only do it when I'm motivated enough to do it. But once I get this done, it really saves me so much time and stress later on, especially when I'm tired and I get home from work and I really can't deal with defrosting like a whole chunk of meat or something like that. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and have a good night.